Here we have the LEGO Marvel 76288 Iron Man and Iron Legion versus HYDRA Soldier. This little battle pack which released on the 1st of August 2024. As you can see, the 4 minifigures in there. Too bad, only one HYDRA Soldier. It feels like a pretty unfair fight for the good guys, right? This set is rated 6+ and has 135 pieces, and here in the UK it has a retail price of £20, which is pretty expensive, but LEGO battle packs aren't cheap these days, so I waited for it to go on sale and I paid £16 for it. Not a massive saving, but I haven't seen it go much lower than that. If you're interested in picking up the set for yourself, then do check out the affiliate link in the description. And around the back of the box just shows you some of the play features with the stud shooters and kind of what the little turret base looks like. And I think this set will go perfectly along with this other LEGO Avengers Age of Ultron set, which also came out at the same time. Put these two sets together, I think you have something pretty cool. Inside the box you'll find 2 numbered bags, both of which are quite small, and 1 loose plate that was just randomly inside the box, and 1 pretty small instruction booklet. This shouldn't be too difficult to put together. And these are the only leftover parts, nothing too exciting, just all the studs for the stud shooters, and then all this blue. The instructions say it's for Iron Man and the Iron Legion to add as extra repulsor blasts, and then obviously that spare stud shooter trigger piece. So here I have the set all finished and built alongside this other Avengers set, released at the same time. They're from the same Marvel movie, they make sense to go together. Of course, any extra thing would be that you'd have an extra Iron Man minifigure, but you could just sell him, trade him off with your friends. But to have an extra HYDRA Soldier, another little turret base, and of course the Iron Legion involved, it just adds to it. Of course, like, this was fine without it, but adding them together, it makes it a whole lot better, I think. But taking a close look at this set here, first of all. So as this is a battle pack, the main interest and the main draw, the main selling point is obviously the minifigures, with the only exclusive ones being the new Iron Legion ones so far. But the side build here is actually quite substantial. I mean, it's just a little turret on a fortress wall. Obviously you've got stud shooters here. This can go up and down and angle side to side. Then you've got these other ones which obviously don't fire any weapons, but they're nice kind of energy blasters represented here. They can't angle up and down, but they do spin 360. And because they're on this old school turntable piece, they do spin very freely, whereas this one down here has a little bit more friction. And I prefer it to have more friction, because trying to get like a little dynamic pose going on, they're just going to spin freely everywhere. So that's something to keep in mind. But of course, it keeps in with that wintry theme. Obviously, it makes sense from given the location in the movie. I like the use of the dark tan colour here. It just adds a pop of colour amongst the grey. It works nicely. A couple of leaves dotted around in dark green. Around the back, well, there's nothing much going on here. I don't know why this brick is one of those with the studs on the side. Maybe I missed something. But I've got a little step up for the HYDRA Soldier to come and control this turret here. There is a control panel. Maybe it's a little bit too high if you can angle it like that. Yeah, there you go. There you can see. But no weapon rack or anything like that. It just, well, I guess maybe that's... I've just figured it out. Silly me, that was so obvious. So whilst your HYDRA Soldier is manning this big gun up front, he can put his little pistol on the wall there. But that's about it. No extra spare weapons or computer screens or anything else, but it's just fine. You know, this is the side build. Most people aren't buying it for this, they're buying it for the figures, but this is a nice extra thing, and there's some good play patterns involved. Obviously, you could have your Iron Legion fly in. I mean, like I mentioned at the beginning, having 3 good guys versus just 1 bad guy feels a little bit unfair, but I mean, he's got 3 guns, so I guess, you know, it makes it a bit more even, I suppose. But with that said, the build, this is kind of pretty much it. So let's take a close look at the minifigs. So first up here we have our HYDRA Soldier, and if you have that other Avengers set, it's exactly the same. So that's good because it's consistent. It's good for army building. It's a nice printing around the back there. I think it is a little too bad you only get 1 of these in this set. I would rather have at least 2 of them, but you know, maybe, yeah. I guess that's their way of getting you to buy more battle packs, right? And that's kind of what I did, because I did buy 2 of this set. So I fell for LEGO's evil plan of spending more money than I should do. But yeah, there we go. It's a cool figure. Too bad there's no leg printing. Arm printing is just almost such a rarity for most Marvel minifigures. But leg printing just should be standard because it looks so unfinished. That's such a good torso print. But the legs, yeah, it's really kind of letting it down, honestly. Once again, speaking of that Marvel set, this minifigure is also exactly the same Iron Man as the one from that set. They're no hairpiece, so you can't take his helmet off and make use of his alternate face. That's a miss. It should have included that. I mean, it's a good minifigure, don't get me wrong. Got the blast pieces here, which of course you can fire off if you wanted to. And the trans blue just works really nice to act as that repulsor blasts. Yeah, it's a good Iron Man figure. It's just, you might have multiple. Well, now I've got at least 3 of this exact figure from buying that bigger Avengers set and 2 of these battle packs. So if anyone wants one, I might have some to trade. And lastly, we have the Iron Legion 2 included in this set, and they are exactly the same, but that makes sense given what they are. They look really good. It's been a long time since we've had some of these. A nice torso printing through the torso and on the legs and on the back as well. This is the old school helmet, so you can't lift it up to reveal the face, but that kind of makes sense because it's just a drone. I think what would have made this even better is if this side build had some of those minifigure posing elements similar to what the Lego Star Wars team did with the Mandalorian Battle Pack. 3 of these characters are flying and there's nowhere to pose them. You know, you'll have to have them on the ground or holding them, but you can't have that dynamic posing, which is a real miss, given that larger Avengers set had it, some other battle packs have it. This one definitely should have had it. Just even if it's just one piece, so you could angle at least one of the 3 minifigures off the builds, that would have made it a lot better, I think. For a small battle pack, it's pretty fine. Some improvements, maybe an extra figure, but we can always ask for more, can't we? At £20 full retail here in the UK, I do feel it's a little bit steep, so if you can get it 20% off, 25%, 2 for £30, you're onto a winner. I paid 16 for it, I think, or maybe it was 2 for £30. Either way, that's as much as I want to pay for battle packs, honestly, especially with a duplicate figure, which I now don't need. But yeah, it's a good expansion. It works fine on its own. Yeah, it's a good little set. What do you guys think about this one? Tell me in the comments down below. And if you want to pick it up for yourself, then once again, check out the affiliate link down in the description. I'll see you next time for another LEGO review. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel or on one of my other channels as well. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with your friends.